Good morning, America. Just woke up. So a lot of people. I gotta talk about a new subject today. Now, when I was in high school, I got put in special ed. Now, this is what's weird. When I used to go to school, I went to Sam Houston. I wasn't in special ed in Sam Houston. I got to Tascosa in high school, and I was passing all my classes with like a 79, but I couldn't get my grades up. I was getting a C, and I was passing barely with like a 81. And I got a little better, and then in history. So they have this meeting, and they put me in special ed in 10th grade. So imagine that. I was in special ed, and like girls who were cheerleaders and stuff like that, the ones they drove nice cars and Mercedes to school. I never even had a chance to talk to them. Like people would automatically be like, "Oh, you're in that special class with Miss Pulley, blah blah blah." And I saw females in my class, that was special ed, had learning disabilities, but that doesn't make them, slow. Like, but people who are like doctors, IQs, or how they looked at me like, so like I couldn't see myself dating no one in special ed because some of them was in a wheelchair, and like what do I look like having a kid with a female that's disabled? Then my children will have disabilities and be goofy, and like some kids are just born that way because their parents do drugs, or it's just genetics. You get that. Doesn't make me better than anybody, but being in special ed is hard, man, because like my only other classes I had was Coach Cobb, which was back in like 1999. Um, People treat you different, man, when you in special ed, and they keep teaching you the same shit. I was in 11th grade and 12th grade, and doing the same work that the 10th graders was doing. I was like, yo, I mean, y'all aren't even boosting up my level. Like, I'm supposed to be learning new stuff every damn year, So you got these teachers. They tell my daddy I would never grow up to be nothing but a factory worker. I got a felony back in 1999. Got convicted of some bogus stuff I didn't do that somebody else did, that I was in a car with, that decided to beat someone up for their shoes. I didn't touch the dude, but I got convicted of it. And that seems like that's the only type of work I can do is a factory job. But I work on cars, I flip cars, and I bust my ass and I work my little heart out, and that's what I do to try to make me some money, because I'd be damned if I ever work in a motherfucking factory and scoop down to a teacher's level that put me down. I was good at basketball, sports, football, everything, and I'm still good. And people always be like, well, you're in special ed, you're never gonna make it to the NBA, you're in special ed, you'll never be a football player. I mean, there's fucking teachers out here that's keeping you down. You see, and I don't even have children, not even to today. That's because of my childhood. Then when you get out of high school, people still know you as, oh, you're in special ed, he's got problems, and people talk about you. You be working around somebody, yeah, that guy was in special ed, he got something wrong with him, and don't nobody want nothing to do with you. And then you hook up with someone that's in special ed, and then they get Social Security, you get Social Security, and then your fucking kids have little disabilities, talking and walking and shit. I mean, it's fucking crazy, man. Being in special ed ain't no joke, y'all. Deuces, man. Motherfucking teachers, they kept me down because I'm pretty intelligent. I read my books, I did my math, I did my history. Um, I did a lot of things, and I'm far from some kind of fucking special ed person. But if people put your kids in special ed, think about what kind of life they gonna have. Really.